Well, this started fun, and now it's like, this sucks. All right, we'll continue. We got lots of other things to do today. We got some Dice audio.
Yeah? Oh, yeah?
Dice smashes one of the O&A pests at one of his shows.
One.
So now, that was half his crowd.
Hey, we got some Dice audio.
Oh, yeah.
If there's anyone that wants to tap out, I understand. Don't want to drag anyone else into our bullshit, but some interesting audio.
Yeah.
All right, why don't we get this Dice audio on?
What is this exactly? Is this a problem with one of our fans?
Yeah, we had the pests. A bunch of pests just giving him shit.
A few pests went to one of his gigs.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
For Louis C.K. Dice was a really good friend of the show, and for whatever reason, we still don't know.
A while.
He decided to turn on us bad.
We got fired. We were off for a couple of years. During that couple of years, I do believe Opie actually went out to L.A., hung out with him.
Went to
no
the
bad
gym.
blood.
Went to the gym with him and did 10-pound curls with him because that's how he works out.
That's what you do now.
The most bizarre thing ever.
And then
I'm like, Dice, it's too light. He goes, no, just do it 100 times. Why? It was 10-pound
gives
curl.
you definition.
Yeah. Whatever. But
so there was no bad blood or anything, and then we get back on the air.
Hung out in his apartment after he got kicked out of his house. Went shopping with him. Him in a shopping cart.
Gave you tips on decorating your.
You mean you put him in the cart
apartment?
like you put a kid in the
Yeah, might as well have. But
Mommy, I want the sweet cereal.
He's dressed as Dice with a shopping cart in a supermarket. It was pretty hilarious.
Did he have the bedazzled?
I hung out with him a few nights ago. I never met him.
Yeah.
And at the Comedy Store, I saw him. He went on after me at the Comedy Store. He's a million times funnier as a stand-up than he was when he was big. I never got him. I never thought that was funny.
Yeah.
The Dice thing. But now he's just a guy talking, and it's fucking funny. But anyway, I hung out afterwards. I talked to him. He's a nice guy. I liked him. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, it's
but
fine.
He was very.
We thought he was a nice guy.
That's how he was. That's how he'd been. I mean, for years, that's how he'd been. We had great time. Did some great shows. Some of the best shows ever. And then something happened.
Yeah.
We still don't know.
No.
I turned around, started bad-mouthing us. For no fucking reason.
No real reason.
Weird.
Like, he won't talk to you and say...
No, that's fine. Whatever. He could call the show anytime. He knows the numbers.
Go ahead.
If he had a problem, he could have called.
Hash it out on the air. How it should be done.
So he was doing a show, and our past, they're just terrific.
Ruthless.
So I guess in the middle of Dice's set, the past were giving it to him pretty good, where Dice just like exploded on stage.
Oh no.
Throwing up on your own feet, another fucking zero. I don't give a fuck.
See, he says another fucking zero because I heard, and we're pretty honest here, I heard at this particular show he ate his balls. He ate his balls. He was not having a good time up there and not a good set.
Where was this?
And so I guess the pests were jumping up one after another, and that's where this tape begins with another whatever.
Where was this?
I don't know where this one was.
Connecticut.
Was it Connecticut?
Or
the audio's from Saturday night.
Oh, okay.
Was this past Saturday night?
Yeah. And I guess this was broadcast on the other...
Oh, it was?
I think so, yeah.
Doggy Channel.
Is this a show he did with Artie?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he told me about this.
Did he?
What'd he say?
He told me that there were 6 fist fights during this show. There were literally 6 fist fights during this show. Yeah. Just for full disclosure, I'm working with Dice in Albany in December. We're doing a gig
It's
together.
all right. We'll make it perfectly clear that this isn't Louis C.K.'s battle. Don't worry.
No.
He's a guy I just met and like, and
you'll be doing a show with him soon.
Yeah.
But
I'll probably get heckled there and
there
fine.
There were 6 fist fights.
That's what he said.
Wow. Yeah. And this particular guy was getting dragged out as Dice was giving him the business. And they were just popping up one after another. Oh, and they passed boink, 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 boink.
Like at the Republican convention.
giving Dice shit.
4 more years.
Which he pretty much deserved, so. And Dice couldn't take it, finally.
Throwing up on your own feet, another fucking zero. I don't give a fuck. This is serious radio. We do what the fuck we want when we want to fucking do it. Howard Stern's at home fucking listening. Because we got a couple fucking lambs in the crowd maybe listening in. Oh, I'm a pest from the O&A show. Now you're a pest outside in your own fucking vomit. Choke on it, you prick.
Whoa.
They're not with him on it, the crowd.
Whoa.
Huh?
The crowd's not with him.
No, I don't think so at all. There's some cheers in there, absolutely.
I don't know what was going on there. Wow. I guess a couple of pests got a little rambunctious.
And we love it. Absolutely love it.
This is a weird side of comedy, of stand-up, this whole world.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys and them, and everybody, like how you pack theaters, like Jim's shows, you know, it's just, these people are fucking nuts. I mean, your fans are
I know,
crazy.
they're fucking psychopaths.
They show appreciation in weird ways.
Lunatics. Yeah, they'll kill.
Funny, you fucking asshole! Just screaming and...
that was Hampton Beach Casino.
Controlling a mob. Such a weird way to do stand-up.
Let's see. Okay, this guy was at the show. Mike, New Hampshire, what's up?
What's up, boys?
Hey.
I was at the show on Saturday night. I went up there to see Artie. I know. I'm a big fan of you guys, but I had to see Artie. I like that dirty work and whatnot. And Dice got up there and got fucking torn apart. It was unbelievable.
How was
unbelievable?
So how long into the show did all this stuff happen?
This happened. Well, Artie was supposed to be the headliner. He got up there 25 minutes.
Call back, dude. Your phone crapped out.
Your phone.
We're losing you. Let's say hi to Deanna, California. What's up? Hey.
Remember, Louie, when you did the special for XM, like, I don't know, a couple months ago?
Oh, the one I did in D.C.?
Yeah, and the stupid drunk guy was heckling you?
Yeah.
And, well, I'm from that town. I'm from Hagerstown.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to tell you that we're not all like that, and that I love you. And thank you, though, for wanting to play that one.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and I saw Dice the other night on VH1. He was, I guess, plugging his bit on this. There's a black girl that has a show.
Wendy Williams.
He was on there, and he was like arguing with his little fag or her little fag assistant. It was just funny. I think he was doing a show on VH1, and then he went on VH1 to plug the show. So it was just funny. See, now he doesn't have you guys. So
Boy, she sounds a lot different when she's being tased.
Yeah.
She sounds more interesting.
She's boring people.
Yeah, so your voice changes when you get tased.
Yeah.
Way to spin a yarn.
Oh, my God.
Way to rivet a nation.
I like when they stick it for their town. We're not all drunk losers.
Yeah, no, that guy was a fucking drip.
All right, you know what? I got to go back to the Dice thing because people are just dumb. TJ from Jersey. Maybe Dice hates you because you never called him back after he tried to call you after your father died.
Oh, really?
Well, he had fun talking about my father and my dead dad's skull on Howard's show, so go fuck yourself, first of all, TJ. Second of all, I wasn't talking to many people after my dad died. Sorry.
Yeah, maybe you need a little time.
That's a weird reason to get mad at somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry that
his father dies and he gets all fucking snotty.
Yeah, what happened?
Sorry that I kept to myself and actually had no desire to even do radio for the first 6 months when we got on XM. So he takes that I didn't call him after my father died.
You didn't want to go to Pips.
Got so pissed off that he still didn't call our show, then starts bad-mouthing us, and then goes on Howard, even though he's going to call me about my father, because he knew that crushed me, and then starts discussing how he's going to fuck my dead dad's skull, right? Fuck you, TJ. Fuck you. Also, Jimmy, no comment about Dice, still friends with him, or figuring you could hop on his coattails?
Well, that's true.
No, to be honest with you, I've talked to Andrew once in the last 2 years. I never lie about what happened with me and him. He just booted me off the tour, him and Florentine, while we were off the air. And I hated that it happened like that. And then he didn't come on the show, and I saw him once when I was out in L.A., and we talked for like an hour. And that's when I was out there shooting Lucky Louie, and we hadn't talked since.
Yeah, Dice does stupid things, and there's no real explanation for it.
I have no personal issue with Dice. I just don't like him anymore because no one else does. I'm a bandwagon jumper.
He actually said something.
There's no reason to be ashamed of that.
He actually
just
said
say,
something.
Well, other folks were going that way, so I figured that sounds good to me.
I said I'm going to be with all them because I want to be like everybody else.
Well, I admire those people, and they're doing it, so I'm going to do what they do.
I'm getting on the bandwagon.
Well, yeah.
He actually had some.
What's wrong with bandwagons?
Some dumb stuff to say about you, too.
Of course he does.
He's a douchebag. Really fast, TJ's writing back. I wasn't calling you out, just stating a point that you guys talked about earlier, previously, when you talked about Dice and him hating you. Okay. And then we got David Jones from MS. Where's that? MS is
Mississippi or
multiple
Mississippi?
sclerosis.
Mississippian.
Wow, Opie's touchy when someone in his family dies. It's fucking comedy gold when it happens to someone else. No laugh track, Ope? Hey, guys, my dad died in a fiery car accident.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
There you go,
There. Now what?
Now what? Ass.
I feel queasy.
You all right?
I like how they got backed off. People always. I get emails sometimes from people, like on MySpace, people write me messages, and I read all of them, but I answer close to zero because I have kids and I work.
You're a busy guy.
And also, that's not interesting to do.
Right.
So I don't do it.
Answering all of them.
So sometimes the only ones I answer are people that say, hey, asshole, I've written you 3 times. You won't answer. You don't care about your fans. I'm no longer your fan. I hate you, you piece of shit. So I write back and I say, well, I'm busy. And if you don't like me because of that, fuck you. And then they always write back and go, I totally wasn't trying to, man. I just totally, no.
I made up this one thing that I keep on my clipboard, on my notepad, that I could just take off, copy, and paste when people really bash me. And it's a real, like, I got to pull it up. It's a real kind of generic stamped response. Like, that's all I give. It's like, thank you so much for supporting the program.
Thank you for your interest
to the
in
show.
Anthony. Yeah.
We really appreciate it here at the Opie and Anthony show. Like, I just slam him with that. He took all this time to write what a dickhead I am and how unfunny the show is and fuck. And I just send him this generic thing.
You just let them know that they're going on a pile, like they're adding to a number. Thank
That's
you.
it.
We are happy to get emails.
Didn't read your fucking letter. I just sent this off. Fuck you.
You know what you said? You told us, and I tried that one time, and then I didn't get enough satisfaction. I have to fight with them.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Never.
You fight.
You should never do that.
You get into message board wars.
That's crazy.
I just write. I hit the message board, but usually it's one post where it's just like, go fuck all he is.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Oh, sorry, dude. I like the message boards for the most part, but there are bits we do that are so obviously just great. We know.
Greatness.
No, I'm serious. And then you go on the message board, and 95% of the people, they're with you. Yeah, that was obviously those guys doing comedy gold, what have you. Then you get these asses. It was.
That's what you get. It's either
they want to be.
It's either you got to take comedy's either very subjective. Some people aren't going to like the funniest thing in the world. Some people just aren't going to like. And the other thing is, some people just want to be too cool for the room, like,
Well, also Americans they're consumers when it comes to like movies or anything. It's not like there's art that they're appreciating and then thinking of or absorbing. They think that they think they're their customer. Like, I didn't get my thing I like.
Yeah.
Well, then fuck you.
I'm not satisfied.
Yeah.
This isn't the best breakfast I ever had.
Yeah.
Did you bring your manager, Brad?
Yeah, but they're so arrogant when they tell you how to do your job that you've been doing forever. You know, well, you know what? Go up during the check spot in front of 300 drunks. All right, man. You're dirty. Go fuck yourself.
That's why on the show we beg the message boards to eat their own. Just eat your own. You know who the problems are. You know they have nothing to contribute. That they're not official fans of the show. Just eat your own.
The thing is, survival in this shit is just cut and dry. If you're not good, nobody will listen and you'll stop being on the air. It'll take care of itself.
There won't be message boards about you or your shows or anything like that.
But there's bits we do, we know, some will like and some whatever. But then there are those bits, it's like, if you're a fan, you call yourself a fan of the show, you're going to love it. But and then you get these idiots like,
You're never going to make everyone happy. It's just the way it is. Ron and Fez do this thing, message board gossip. I was listening to it yesterday, and I guess Steve put together the intro to it.
Yeah.
If that's on the fucking Delete, you got to hear. This is some more Steve awfulness.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, it's hard.
Really fast, I said I didn't feel like talking when my dad died.
Yeah.
You know, first 6 months of XM was a little rough for me. We've discussed that in the past. Well, this guy from his cell phone. Hey, Hope, you didn't feel like talking when your dad died? I didn't know your dad died the day before you were on Letterman. Sorry.
Oh, see. You know.
Hey, man, that's funny. Right, go on. Let's go to Andrew in Brooklyn. Andrew.
Hey, how's it going? I just want to defend you, Opie.
Yeah.
When the guy from Don and Mike's, his wife died, you know, you guys didn't trash him.
We didn't even touch that. Of course not.
Yeah, I know.
There are things you just don't fuck with. There are things that are serious and, you know, and then the things you just don't fuck with that. It's too real. It's too close to home. It definitely surpasses any radio war bullshit. Radio wars, pretty low on the fucking ladder of importance in life when you're stricken with something.
Are you all right, Jimmy?
Is Jimmy throwing up?
He said his